It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a can of Tiny Rebel Brewing Company's Peaches and Cream, described as a creamy peach IPA at 5.5% ABV in a 330 milliliter can. I like the artwork on this, looks rather nice. It's been described as peaches and cream and a bucket load of hops. So let's get this beer out first into a glass, see what we get. And I'm going to explain, or try to explain, how I think they've brewed this beer. I've never had it before. I don't read up on many beers. I don't look at Untapped or rate beer. What I like to do is go blind into each beer review. I think it's only fair, rather than read 10 people's opinion about a beer, just give your own opinion about the beer. Now, how have they made this beer in my eyes? Well, there's certain hops you can use that give off mango, citrus, in this case peach flavours with the beer, and then of course the cream part of it will probably be oats or lactose. So quite a simple. I doubt there's any cream, I doubt there's any peaches in the beer. It's probably all natural ingredients there, hops, oats, that sort of thing. So what do we have? We got quite a tight looking head. It's a 3-finger white head, quite tight, little bit of carbonation, slightly hazy looking beer, orange amber in the colour. Carbonation is quite very slow moving carbonation. But it looks nice. It looks nice. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, like orange. What's that German? Definite peach on that nose. What's that German hop? The orange. It's just slipped my mind. I'm sure it'll come to me. There's a certain hop, a German hop out there that really gives the impression of like orange and fruits. It is quite peachy. It is quite peachy. I'm starting to kind of maybe backtrack a little bit now on whether they've actually added peach or peach flavours. Peach concentrate to this beer. Let's dive in. Cheers. And again, same as the jam donut pale ale from Tiny Rebel. I didn't expect to really. I expected to say it's an okay beer, but what I found with the jam donut pale ale, I really liked it. And same can be said about this. Tiny Rebel have gone in a slightly different direction to most. And let's be fair, they're quite a big operation now, so we could almost call them a regional brewery now. But they've gone in a slight different direction. Almost down the same path as, say, someone like Badger Ales, where they would experiment with different fruits and different things in their beer. I think they've pulled back a lot now. You don't really see Badger much anymore, especially here in South Wales. Hall and Woodhouse. They've done a marvellous job on this. They really have. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows, you know. Not as kind of wild as I used to be here on the channel. I should be more wild, shouldn't I, about a beer as good as this. It's one of those beers, I've had 2 sips. I think I've had 2 sips. I'll have to rewind the video and have a look. I think I've had 2 sips. And I've drunk... You just naturally take a big mouthful. If you like something, if you like the mouthfeel of a beer, the smell of a beer, naturally you're going to take more into your mouth. And just a sign that I like the beer, just by looking at it, is that I've drunk so much of it in 2 mouthfuls. It's lovely. It's lovely. It's creamy and rich. It's either lactose or oats they've added to the beer to get that mouthfeel. They've got that perfect, that cream part of the beer. And oh, I'm still looking for that German. It's not Herzbrucker. There's a German hop out there that gives like an orange. I can't think. Oh. Little bit of sweetness, next to no bitterness. Next to no bit. They said they put a bucket load of hops in this beer. Yet there's really not much bitterness at all to it. So they must have used a lot of dry hopping on the back end to get it to do that. I am determined to see though, it's all in very, look at the fine print. That is really small. I used to have great eyes. Brewed and canned by Tiny Rebel, Wern Industrial Estate, Newport, Wales, blah, blah, blah. Ingredients: water, malted barley, malted wheat, oats, lactose. There we go. Oats and lactose, that gives you that lovely creamy mouthfeel. And some peach concentrate. I am right. Yeah, there we are. Hops, yeast. There we go. Peach concentrate. It works. It works. I've brewed a collaboration in the past that just didn't work at all. I brewed a grapefruit IPA with a neighbouring brewery in Cardiff. You get to see it at the train station, that brewery. It's called Barry Island Grapefruit IPA, and it didn't work. It just didn't work at all. In theory, it should have worked. Practically, it just didn't work practically. It just didn't come out. It just didn't turn out very nice, which was a shame, a real shame, because I think if it was done properly, then it would have been a massive sales success. But it just didn't. It wasn't done correctly. That would be the most kind way of coming across here, by saying that. So well done to Tiny Rebel. They've used peach concentrate in the beer. It wasn't that German marmalade-y orange hop after all. It's nice. It's really, really nice. These kind of fruit beers that Tiny Rebel are producing, the Jam Donut Pale Ale, this Peaches and Cream, they're just working. Whatever they're doing right. They're doing correctly. It's just, yeah. I like this enough to give it. It's a tough one because on the back end, I'm thinking there really isn't any bitter in hops. There's no bitterness at all. So I am slightly questioning the bucket load of hops that they've mentioned here. I mean, how big's the bucket? You know, it could be the size of my kitchen, the bucket, or it could be a tiny bucket that's this big. Who knows? I don't think they've added as many hops as maybe we'd all hope and wished for. I think a lot of the flavour is the peach concentrate, but nevertheless, they've done a really good job in producing this beer. It's quite a clever beer. The lactose, the oats I got right. The peach concentrate, yeah, I was kind of right with that as well. The hops, I don't think it was a large bucket of... It was probably a really small bucket that they used for the hops. I like it enough to give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.